Channel. My name is Joseph Darling. Today we are discussing the phrase that a lot of people use when they talk to men of high value, and I'm now talking about people who actually apply the principles that we teach. And the principles being that we work 80 hours a week, that we actually don't take much vacation, that we're actually prioritizing our lives in such a way that we actually are creating an exponential growth curve that will create the life that we want, that will give us everything that we desire. We want abundance in everything. So we're actually willing to sacrifice temporarily the things that people call a life in order for us to actually have the life that we dream of. Okay? When you talk to an average person, could be your mom, could be, your co-workers, it could be people that you speak to who find out randomly that you have 2 jobs or 3 jobs the way that you're supposed to, and they ask, don't you want to live a little? Like, don't you ever go out to party during the weekends? When was the last time you had a vacation? You should have some sort of work-life balance, right? No. Okay, take every principle to the extreme and see if it works. I'm telling you right now, if you choose to work 7 days a week and you set up habits in place that are easy to do and easy not to do, which allows you to actually do them on a daily continual basis, and you just keep going, and there's nothing to stop you. Yeah, of course, you are living a little. I've calculated those hours before. It's 168 hours per week if you count it all 24/7. There's 56 for sleeping. You should be sleeping 8 hours a week. Then you've got 80 hours. You've got 32 hours left for preparation for those 80 hours, but also for having fun. Okay? Having said that, that's one aspect. I do live a little. I live 32 hours a week, doing whatever I want that has nothing to do with work. But they don't recognize that work is life. Work can be play. Work can be play. What do I mean by that? You gotta understand that if you at some point in the future develop the kind of career that you want. I always say this. Imagine you doing something, okay? Maybe you don't know what your purpose is. Maybe you don't know what kind of career you're going to have. Maybe you don't know how you're going to make your millions, okay? You have to figure that out. The best way to explain it to people of how you figure what your thing is, what is it that you drift towards doing naturally, automatically, and obviously it has nothing to do with women, okay? It shouldn't have anything to do with women other than unless you want to coach people on female nature like I teach, right? I gravitated continuously towards understanding female nature because I had no idea what was going on. And so that became my expertise of understanding female nature, and now I teach it. On the Women of High Value channel, link down below in the description. And success. I was driven towards success. Like, not only becoming successful, but helping other people to become successful. So I became a mentor. I became a coach where I actually help people to take them from where they are now towards establishing their exponential growth curve. And it's working. And that's one of my favorite things to do. So I'm just using me as an example right now. We're talking about the subject, why don't you just live a little, okay? Me personally, I am playing on a daily basis. My favorite thing to do is to talk to my clients. My clients who very often have become my best friends. Helping them to achieve their goals, brainstorming about what their next step is, and then helping them to break through to the next level Like, that fills me with so much excitement, and I get so fired up, and I just begin to envision the future of us just massively compounding success, not only our own success, but also each other's success, because when we're part of a group, when someone becomes successful, it elevates everyone. It elevates everyone. If I become successful, it elevates my clients. When my clients become successful, it elevates everyone in the group. That's why it's a powerful mastermind to be a part of. So when someone tells me, why don't you live a little? When was the last time you went on vacation? 2015. That's the last time I went on a vacation. Now, would I go on a vacation if I was filthy stinking rich? Like, really rich? Yeah, we'd go a lot more, because I'd be traveling to meet my friends, my clients, and create bases of men of high value communities all around the world. But at this point in time, we're at a foundational exponential growth curve where we're setting up the foundation. And that requires me to stay in one spot and develop habits that become automatic, that creates a massive exponential growth curve of finding the right people to participate in the Men of High Value movement. It's incredible, actually. I've discovered that most of my day goes through filtering who should be part of Men of High Value and who should not. Literally, I filter them out. Now, it is a self-selection process, because people are filtering themselves out based on, what they say, when they open their mouths, and how they respond to me inviting them to learn about Men of High Value and 3 in Love, etc., etc. And if they don't have the same values as me, I move on, right? But I want to help you guys understand that if you're beginning to create the life that you desire, and you know that you will arrive there, work becomes play. And if you're playing all of the time, my gosh. Sometimes I have a hard time understanding how to relate with my wife when it comes to her aspect of her kind of temporarily suffering, having 3 kids, and waiting for me to kind of get things going so that we can have 3 in Love, so that we can have all the money that I've promised her, etc., etc. And she's kind of suffering, right? Waiting patiently and encouraging me all the best that she can, while I'm playing. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, me working on a daily basis, I'm having fun. And when she sees this, it's kind of unfair. You get what I'm saying? This is also another reason why you shouldn't involve women into your life right now, because as they wait for the time when you get rich, they're not having a lot of fun. They're waiting. And you can't have 3 in Love before you've established yourself financially, right? So you need to actually create the foundation, create your financial freedom before you involve women into your life, because they just want to play and have fun. But that's a different kind of play than us men. Anyway, so where does this saying come from, though? Why do people even say that? They hear that you are having 2 or 3 jobs. Hopefully you have 3 jobs in terms of 80-hour work week. Or you have 2 jobs with 80-hour work week. Why do they say those things? It's because it comes from one of 2 things. Either they have a lack of self-worth. If it's a guy who says it, he has a lack of self-worth, meaning that he doesn't believe that if he puts in a lot of massive work ethic into a project or into something that will produce a return or a business, he doesn't believe that he will succeed. So for him, he's got the no point syndrome of basically, what's the point? What's the purpose of me wasting away my life, working all the time for other people, and then I get nothing left for myself, meaning time. They very often think in time, like, if I work every single day, 12 hours a day, my day's gone, and then I have to do it again tomorrow? This is feminine thinking in men. When men are feminine, they don't want to work. They don't want to serve other people, and they're very self-absorbed and think only about themselves. because they're not thinking about the fact that if you do good to others, then they will do good to you. They don't understand that karma works that way of serving others, then you will be served. Help other people become rich, then you will become rich. It's a law of nature. It's a law of the universe that if you actually massively obsess and work towards something worthwhile, you will achieve it. There's no way that you won't succeed as a business owner if you keep going. So much focus on people, not succeeding in business, when your success rate is 100% predictable if you keep going. The only people who fail in business are people who stopped and who gave up. Are you someone who's going to give up? Then you're going to be successful 100% of the time. 100% of the time. I'm serious. Especially if you do the prioritization that I teach on this channel. You're going to become successful. That's one of the ways, but if it's women who say it to you, now they've got female nature, femininity, same as the men, but in a different way because they're actually supposed to always have fun. They're not designed to work 80-hour work weeks. Because if they do, it slowly but surely kills them. If it doesn't kill them in terms of their health, which it probably will eventually, it will kill their femininity and their girliness, which is the only thing they really have in order to attract the opposite gender. So you got to understand that these are the two different polarities that are coming into your life and saying, oh, why don't you live a little? Come on, join us this weekend. Let's go to this. Oh, are you coming with us to the cabin? No. Okay? If you haven't achieved your dreams and goals yet, and you haven't created an exponential growth curve, and there's nothing happening in your life, start the process of saying no to anything else that isn't work play. Work, which is equals play. Right? And if you haven't figured out the thing that you want to do that you would gravitate towards all of the time anyway, and then eventually you're going to get paid for it. Like if you haven't figured out what that is, DM me at Instagram at Men of High Value. I respond massively, quickly. And I communicate with you guys because I want to help you guys get to the next level and get to where you guys want to go. One small step at a time. We're building Men of High Value. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for us. And let's go get it. I'll see you guys in the next one.